Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out. His own basement. The world according to Rocket.
Holy crackers. I know you're disappointed. I'm disappointed. We're all brokenhearted over what happened last weekend in Tuscaloosa. But we just very simply have to get past it. Now we get on to Kentucky. Kentucky becomes the most important game of the season at the moment. So I'm going to break it down for you, and let's go beat these bastards. Oh, sorry. I don't like to curse, but sometimes I do. I have this great t-shirt. It says, I love Jesus, but I cuss a little bit. I should have worn that shirt today because that's kind of what I'm feeling. Let's break it down. I ran 3 computer models on this week because I'm really curious about this game, and I'm very, very excited about this game all at the same time, so that's a spoiler alert for you. Tennessee has a clear advantage over Kentucky in terms of strength of schedule and how well they did against that strength of schedule. Number 2, Tennessee also has a clear advantage over Kentucky in terms of, you ready for this? The passing game. You're right. They're a better passing team than Kentucky is. Joe Milton, the third, has outperformed their quarterback, Devin Leary, in every aspect of the game. Period. The end. Tennessee's defense is also more adept at intercepting passes and sacking the quarterback than Kentucky's defense. I told you, you were going to like this. 3, Tennessee has a slight advantage in terms of the rushing game. They both have pretty good rushing game. So we'll see how that hammers out. They also have a slight advantage in the turnover game, and they also have a slight advantage in the penalties game. Both teams have similar scoring abilities. Tennessee has a better defensive ability than Kentucky does. Slight advantage there. I told you that I ran 3 computer models on this, and I came up with 3 different scores, although all of them similar. First one I ran, was 28-24 Tennessee. The second one I ran was 34-17 Tennessee. And the next one, the last one I ran, was 34-24. Now the aggregate score there, if you add those together and divide them all up and do that kind of 9th grade arithmetic, comes out to a score of 31-21 in Tennessee's favor. All right, and that's what I believe is going to happen. I think Tennessee will score 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal, and I think Kentucky will score 3 touchdowns. 31-21. This is a revenge game. If you will recall, last year, this is why I'm wearing this dark mode jersey. If you will recall, that's when the Tennessee football team brought out the full-blown dark mode, complete with the black helmets, right? That was a sight. And they just beat the crap out of Kentucky. Okay, so that is a revenge game because we're going back to Kentucky now, and they were embarrassed. And so it's going to be a tough game in certain situations. You know, there will be a stretch where it will be contentious. All right? That's going to happen just because of the revenge mode. That's emotion. What emotion does, it wears your ass out. Right? I mean, it only lasts, that adrenaline only lasts for a certain period of time. Particularly If we can get our pace up to where it needs to be, or somewhere it needs to be, in terms of our tempo, it's gonna kind of eat away and dissipate that revenge / adrenaline energy. Coming off of what happened last week at Alabama, we all know they should have won that game. Everybody knows they should have won that game, and they didn't, and they're going to have a little adrenaline pumping themselves in terms of a little bit more focus, in terms of a little bit more hard-hitting, and I just think we're going to see one of the best performances this weekend that we've seen all season, simply because of how they just screwed the pooch last weekend. It seems also that every weekend I end up saying, we're going to find out who they are this weekend. I hope that what we found out last weekend at Alabama is not who we are, which is somebody that can't close. Man, you've got to be able to close. It's just that simple, right? And we're going to find out whether they can put that out of their heads and go to Kentucky at Kroger Field and kick some serious butt. I need to know what you think. Let me know your predictions. Let me know whether you think I'm full of poo-poo caca, or whether I'm spot on, or somewhere in between. I'm going with 31-21 Tennessee. What do you think? As always, smack that like button and that subscribe button. Like it was your girlfriend's bottom. Oh, yeah. I appreciate you watching so much. I appreciate your comments. And thank you for the super thanks. And I will see you on the game, in the game, let's see, Saturday. It's at 6 o'clock Central. And we'll be doing a live watch party right here. And I hope you'll join us, because we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun watching the games together every weekend. We've done every game this season. And it's just too fun. Hope you'll join us. Thanks again. Go Big Orange.